Hello? Who's that? Oh, hi. What are you doing out in this mess?
1, 2, 3,
We weren't doing anything. We were just messing up.
4, 5, 6,
Must be my imagination.
7,
Can I help you? Hello?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Friday, the 13th. You may only see it once, but that will be enough. Friday, the 13th.
All right, what is going on, everybody? And hell yes, one of the greatest trailers of all time. How we all doing tonight? I am Chris C, the Slasher Dude. He is Goraphobe. You are not. Let's say what's up to the horror YouTuber of the month of April. How you doing tonight, my friend?
Oh, great, man. Just excited. It's always a great time to check this one out, man. Like I've always said, and like the video said that Eric and I did a couple of years ago, the greatest mom in film history. What other mom will kill? I mean, you know, you got a lot of great moms out there, but you talk about a mom that's great, man. Not only will she live and live her whole life for her child, but she will also kill for him too.
The greatest mama's boy in film history is birthed in this film. I'm a mama's boy naturally. Yeah, Betsy Palmer, may rest in peace. A great lady. Definitely dated James Dean for a minute. Mad, bad, and dangerous to know, man. They just flocked to him, and so did she. And she was a mad, bad mother. We'll just say that. A very pretty lady and stuff like that. May she rest in peace. This is her best role. We all know it is. It's still scary. It's still a scary thought. It's still a terrifying thought. The most terrifying killer in all of slashers, in my opinion. It has to be. It's pretty damn close.
You have this one, and then you have the rest of the series. This one is completely different than the rest of the series.
Right, stands out by itself.
Creep factor. Yes. It has a giallo thing about it.
It does. Who done it?
She wasn't even going to do it. She seen the script and she said, "What is this piece of shit?" But then she was wanting to get a new car. Her car broke down on the freeway. She got back a hold of her agent and said, "Okay, I'll do it." And finally ended up embracing it. The last few years of her life, did conventions and everything, and ended up really embracing it and loving it.
Helped their career a lot, and that's good. You see her in older kind of films and stuff like that, the way she looked and stuff like that, and it's the truth. You know, actors have said that about these, slashers that they were in back in the 80s and stuff like that. Some very good ones, famous ones, started with these, and they say that this helped my career. You don't think about doing that at the time. It wasn't the best thing to do. It's like, oh, I don't know if I want to be seen doing this, but hey,
Also got the great Walt Gorney.
Yeah,
in here is Crazy Ralph.
That's right, Crazy Ralph.
Here's my Good Regards Friday the 13th. I got here about 5 years ago. It's one of those things where they have for just like a weekend.
Oh, that's
like
so good. Yeah.
Get it or regret it. You know, I have this and Friday the 13th for it too. I'm gonna get it, regret it. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I say, Betsy Palmer, she's up there. I mean, Janet Leigh in Psycho, Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween. It just, you know, this is it. This is my all-time favorite slasher. You all know this. I think it's a masterpiece. It to me, it's a 10 out of 10. I cannot do that. So it's a very strong by a million, 9.5 out of 10. It has no issues to me whatsoever. The creep factor is there. The shadowy figure is there. The point of view is there. Yeah, it's
the gore, some actual groundbreaking effects going on here.
Yes, Tom Savini. It is a one-hit wonder by Sean Cunningham. Make no mistake. He is a good director, but this was it. This is the film. You know, he did other stuff like The New Kids and stuff like that. But, you know, he was part of that group of people that worked on Last House on the Left. He's part of that directing tree that branched out of that. Steve Miner is part of that group who later do, of course, Friday the 13th films. You know, you just get them. It's crazy to think about that. So, you know, it's
there's a Sean Cunningham camp and there's a Victor Miller camp. I'm in the Victor Miller camp. I feel like he got a really bad shaft, a really bad deal. He was allowed to go broke all these years while Sean Cunningham continued to be a multi-millionaire. And that's bullshit.
Is that the whole thing, the whole court thing about that? Was that taken to court? Yeah.
Yeah, and that I do believe that's finally over.
No,
Victor
it is.
Miller
It's done.
The characters from this one, he owned. The only thing that Sean Cunningham basically owns, he owns some of the later shit and the name Friday the 13th. But Victor Miller owns, I think, Pamela Voorhees.
Yes.
And Jason Voorhees. He owns all that, all this original shit.
The family, basically. You know, the family. Yeah. So we'll see. I know A24 is working on a series on Camp Crystal Lake. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, it was planned like right after this whole settlement happened. So we'll kind of see what's going on. Let's see who's all in the chat here. We got some people in here. We got 7 people in here already. Oh, yeah, because Friday the 13th brings the Savages here. So said this as well. A quick shout out to David. Rest in peace, my friend. I remember when he started following me on Twitter, and I just noticed that. I'm like, oh, shit. And, yeah, Savage Zombie Reviews. He got up to 1K. May you rest in peace, my friend. Take care. Got Russell in here, my fellow chat savage and stuff like that. Always cool to see him in here. Blissful is here. What's going on, Bliss? Thanks for showing up. I appreciate that. Super Batman nerd. Hell yes. It's great to see SBN in here. Great dude. Great stuff he talks about. Hey, what's up, Corey? Hey, that's all good. We're all busy people and stuff like that. He's starting something up. He did a new horror group of something he wants to do on his channel about horror through like certain decades and stuff like that. It's a very cool idea that he's doing. So definitely check out. He does great content.
Decade?
Yeah.
Being the slasher guy, your favorite decade is probably the 80s, isn't it?
Oh, for horror, yes. Specifically slashers, because like you say, the early, like from, you can say the it's like with Giallo, right? My second favorite genre in film. Flippin' is the 70s, right? Slashers, horror, the 80s, specifically the early 80s. I've talked about that before. Just
well, you know, I'm a big exploitation guy.
Yeah,
so
from 80
that's
to
why I
84. Yeah, 80 to 84, you got that. One of the books that I have, the author of that book mentions that really when part 4 came out and when Nightmare on Elm Street came out, that was basically it. Then you start seeing the comedic a little bit. You do have part 2, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. You do have that. And you do have part 5, which are almost kind of interesting films in their own right. So, you know, we did that watch along for that.
I love both. I love the 70s and the 80s, but being the exploitation fan that I am and the rape revenge fan that I am, of course I lean a little more toward the 70s, but man, they're close.
I do agree, Bliss. Hallmark should have featured her. Yes, indeed. She's the all-American mom. She's the all-American girl from the 60s, from that decade. Hey, Brad, great to see you in here too. Former slasher fan like myself and stuff like that too. He likes part 6. So do I. Tactical Jason, Kill or Be Killed. Love that line. Definitely works for that film. Definitely.
Yeah,
Like
with
I
the
said,
gloves
each
in
one
it.
of these films has each one of those films kind of after that, like 6 and 7, had possible sequels in mind with the director. Director wanted, specifically part 6, wanted to do maybe something after that, but you know how that works. So,
Right.
but yeah, all good. So I've said the history with this film. I'll say it again. Part 4 is my favorite, but this one is my all-time favorite slasher because, like what Keith said, it's on its own. It's on its own pedestal. It really is. Very few slashers are this damn good, rewatched over and over again. The Burning is another one.
Yes.
Black Christmas is another one. Of course, Halloween is another one. God, Madman. You have these backwood type slashers, as I call them. They're
Chainsaw
camp
Massacre, the
slashers.
original.
This started it. You can say Halloween started it. Yeah, this started it. This started it. You know, this started the tropey like comedy slasher films, like what is it? Student Bodies. You know, it started something like that, and Student Bodies said it at the start. During the early 80s, all of these were blockbusters. People flocked to the theater to see this. The Maniacs. I mean, God, Nightmare on a Damaged
Prowler.
Brain. You know, you
Prowler.
have these slashers that are different type of slashers from the killer's point of view. And this one kind of has it in the killer's point of view a little bit. At the end, you know why they're doing it. You know why she's doing this. We've all seen this. First time seeing this was a little bit after my father passed in 1999. I was alone in the house because my mom was going out, you know, just getting out there with her friends, just having fun. This was on HBO. This version that we're going to be watching, the uncut version, I was at the tail end of it. It played the credits. She unlocked the door. I jumped out of my couch because I'm a scared little pussy son of a bitch. Yeah, this gives you nightmares. It has a great atmosphere. Like I say, it's a 9.5 out of 10. It's a 10/10. It's a masterpiece. I love it a lot.
Right. Yeah, this and I'm like I was saying, I'm checking out the 4K I've had this for months, and I've always watched the Screen Factory or something like that. But tonight I'm gonna check out the 4K and see what everybody's complaint is about.
Yeah. So, and like you said, really good cast of characters in here.
Oh man,
A very young Kevin Bacon is in here. Is this his first film?
No, he had done let's see, he had done Animal House, and I think he had done another one also. But this is early. This is definitely early.
Yeah, definitely early. And yeah, we're watching the uncut one and stuff like that. And yeah, Crazy Ralph. You have
Bing
these
Crosby's
characters.
son.
And what's
Bing
that?
Crosby's son Harry is in here.
Yeah, the funny little comedic police officer that comes up to see what's going on. You know what that was a jab at. You know who that was a jab at. You had an idea who that was a jab at. But
we don't deal with no funny stuff.
yeah, no funny stuff. This is a serious slasher, as serious as it gets.
You know, man, the weed, get it?
Yeah. You're all doomed. You're all doomed. I mean, just
I told the others. Yeah.
Yeah, just great stuff. Great soundtrack. Of course it is. Very a la Psycho. Very a la Psycho. It sounds just like the opening Psycho scene. We all know it does. And
Harry Manfredini is a big fan. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, great stuff. And yeah, we're gonna start this bad boy in a few minutes, and we're just gonna have fun watching. And we're just gonna give our discussion and thoughts as we watch this stuff, and just have a great time. And thanks everybody for joining. And we're gonna start here in a couple of minutes here. And let's see here. 67 and never had a nightmare. Horror films are funny to us. Yeah. If it can give me nightmares, it's worth it. If it gives me nightmares, it's gonna work. It's definitely worth it. So
Sean from Cinephile Sanity in there come up with a good question. He said, "Man, I wonder whatever happened to Ralph Spike after he died." That would be some memorabilia to get a hold of, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Coolest bath bomb I ever got was Camp Crystal Lake white, then blood red. Yes. Yeah, I remember seeing those and stuff like that. I think you can still get them on Etsy.
Yeah,
Man,
I
whatever
feel
happened to
a lot
Ralph's
better
bike
today,
after he
man.
died? Would someone think about the bike? Yeah, I know that's true because he just takes it and then he rides off. Yeah, he takes it and he rides off, and then and
I love how the cop goes to turn around.
yeah,
he, like,
Top tells
fucking
Ned to
throws
sit
himself
on it,
on the
Tonto.
motorcycle.
Yeah, sit on it, Tonto. Yeah, because this introduced us to the to the group of people and to the comedic character, right? The comic relief type of character. Each film had one, right? Each film had that goofy
Oh, yeah,
type of
man.
character that was, to lighten things up and all this other stuff too. So it was
This one is
very,
Officer Dork.
yeah. So definitely
Officer
good.
Dork. What do you think about the final girl in this, Adrienne King? How do you rate her? In a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Alice?
Oh, Alice? 8 out.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? 1 out of 10 for a final girl?
Yeah. She's not real strong. She's strong and she does a decent job, but I wouldn't put her in like a Jenny and Amy Steele category. But I would put her
in the
about
franchise.
6,
In the franchise, she's second. In the franchise, she's second only to Amy Steele. Amy Steele's my all-time favorite final girl. I love her to death.
So mine too, man. Mine too. I love Amy Steele. I've got an autographed picture right up here.
As all-time final girls, yes, it's her.
About a 6 is what I give her as far as everybody concerned.
That's a good idea, going for final girls, top ranking for final girls for franchises. Damn, Keith, that's a good idea. JT may think about doing something like that.
I did that about 2.5 years ago.
Did you? Yeah.
Top 10 final girls. I used to do top 10s all the time. I wanted to get back into doing them again, man. I wanted to get 3 or 4 people together and do them again.
Yeah, because you have final girls, you have final boys too, if you want to say that, or final dudes. Like I say, you have the Tommy Jarvis. You do have some other ones. You do have some other ones. It's just they're kind of few and far between. Yeah. You have, of course, Miss Hussey in Black Christmas. You have the 2 ladies in
Elegantly Beautiful. Elegantly.
You have the 2 ladies in the film I just watched, but I count one of them. The Final Terror, which I like very much a lot. It's not Daryl Hannah, it's the other one. And I recognized her as soon as I heard her accent. So it's like very underrated slasher too. I like that film a lot. I liked it more than I thought I did. It's a good one for its time. But
the original 1980. Yeah.
Yep, the one from 1980, Sean. Oh yeah.
This is the Paramount VHS, man.
See, that's in pristine edition. See, yeah. It's like, bro, that's so nice. Yeah.
Well, not
on
me.
eBay, dude.
Let's get that one spot. But other than that, this is in perfect condition, and I could get that off. This belongs to my oldest brother that passed away about 1.5 years ago, and he left me his VHSs. He left me this one. Hold on a second. Hold on. He left me this one, and he left me this one.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, great stuff. Yeah. I've seen those like editions like that on eBay and stuff like that too, and I'm really weird. I'm Tony weird like that. I'll look at them and what have you. Say Jeffrey's in here. Hatchet Boys, my friend, is in here as well. Great to see you in here as well, P. Rich and stuff like that too. And we're gonna get this bad boy started. We're watching the unrated version. Of course we are. I watched the theatrical version for the first time last year when I got the 4K. So, and I did notice some scenes taken out like that. And I'm like going, oh, it's still awesome to watch, but it's not the same. Yeah, not the same, but yeah. And anyway, we'll get started for this. Like Mr. Jeffrey says, we'll get this bad boy started. So gonna start the countdown here. Get it going.
There we go. I got most of it off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, great stuff. Very cool.
Little something that my brother left me to bring with me, I guess on these little gifts, but I had to take that off. Sorry about that, bro. Oh
yeah, that's fine. I'll just take this comment real quick. Yeah, SBN. used to have the deluxe edition that came with the replica of Jason's mask. I remember seeing that at Best Buy for so fucking long back in the day, but I had the other set that they released, you know, Crystal Lake to Manhattan. That's the set. Of course, we got the tin. Yeah, the tin set.
Steelbook, Screen Factory. Here's the deluxe, very first edition that they ever put out that was uncut DVD.
Oh, yeah.
I got many editions of it, yeah.
DVDs, like I say, VHSs are making a comeback. Soon DVDs will be making a comeback, so it seems to be going that route. All right. So we're going to start the countdown here. We're going to start this masterpiece. You're all set up there, Keith. We'll get it going here.
Yep. I'm ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play. Good old classic Paramount intro. Love the intro. Classic intro to Paramount where there's nothing, you hear nothing. It's so good.
Well, I got the FBI warning first. Well, first, when I first pushed play, it gave me the choice of cut or you know, the theatrical or the uncut.
It's fine.
So I hit the uncut, and then it gave me the FBI warning. Now I got the Paramount.
Okay.
There we go. Got my volume here. So it's supposed to be dark. That's the complaint. Okay. Let's see what we got. Of course, this opening part's dark anyway.
Yeah. Camp Crystal Lake, 1958. One of the greatest openings in horror history, in my opinion.
Okay.
Forget what they're singing and stuff like that, and they're all just doing the kumbaya stuff, you know. But you know, somebody's out there. Notice too about how haunting it is. They go into where the kids are sleeping. The killer does, you know, looks in the cabin.
Yeah. On the other side. Yeah. And it's funny with these two first victims, you could tell that they know. Well, throughout most of it, you could tell that they know. Well, not a lot of the new kids like Allison don't know who she is, but Steve, like these first two know, and Steve, and you could tell people know who this is, which makes it even a little more intriguing. And what's different about this, whodunit, is that we have never seen this person before, as a viewer, so we don't know.
Right, they look at them like they're an actual person. It's like, oh, hi, what are you doing in this mess? Or like, hello, can I help you? You know?
Yeah. In most whodunits, we've at least seen them once, but in this one, we haven't. All we've seen is a Jeep.
I was singing this church type music, and oh boy, that look that she has on her face with that smile, man. She just like says it, let's go.
She says, come on.
Come on.
He's all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Good looking asshole.
It goes to show even in 1958, teenagers were born.
Rule number 1, don't ever have premarital sex in the forest.
Especially not at Camp Crystal Lake.
Not in a barn either.
Right.
I'll just go on the hay. I thought you were special.
Now, there's a bunch of Christian type songs here. It makes me wonder: is this? We know it's a camp. Is this a church camp? This particular one here?
It's like Christian, but it's also a big FU to the generation, right? We all know that, right? Let the kids play. We know this is before the Reagan administration as well, so this was like a big. Yeah. This is a big FU. Everyone saw it coming.
This is before even the fucking JFK, you know?
Yeah.
This is right on the. you know, this is on the heels of World War II and all that shit. What, Korea?
The Greatest Generation. That's what Betsy Palmer is a part of that generation. You know.
Yep.
That's what makes this even better. Somebody's there.
No, come on. No, oh. I got a description on everything. So it says giggling, creak.
Oh, you're just messing around.
We weren't doing anything. I swear. It's like, damn, you gonna stab me over it?
Yeah, that was hardcore too. Great practical effects here, man. This is some of the best ever used in film.
Especially up to this point, man, it blew people's minds. I remember going and seeing this when I was 7 years old.
Oh, there it is too. It's like they slowed down the scream in slow motion. They just,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
The second day that it was going, my mom took me to see it when I was 7 years old. The second day that it was going in 1980.
Here it comes. Yeah, the glass breaking. I'm like, dude, that to see that in the theater had to be fucking awesome, you know.
Oh, hell yeah, it was.
And you notice that too. After the kills happen, the screen goes white,
Yeah.
and then goes back. It's so good. Like, that's the perfect shot. She looks terrified. That's really good. She's up there.
Man, it goes to my favorite girl, the girl that I wished would have been the final girl, the girl that the Annie, the one that was going there to be the cook. I wish she would have been the final. Nothing against Adrienne King, but I like Robbie Morgan, man.
Right, that's the other blonde, right? The
first one,
the tomboyish type one. It looked like.
Yeah,
right.
The first victim. Yeah.
This isn't funny. This isn't funny at all. Like pouring down rain.
Yeah, this first one here is my favorite girl. She only lasts about 10 minutes. You know, the one that gets the ride from the truck.
Right, gets the ride saying, I'm going to Camp Crystal Lake, and he goes, Camp Blood.
Because she's supposed to be the cook, but she just doesn't ever even make it, which I thought was fucked up. Like, damn it, she was my favorite. She's already gone.
That's fun. That's a little cathartic too when it shows like Friday, June 13th. So my dad passed away a little bit after Father's Day of that month in 1999. I just noticed that. And he had an issue with that day. He just had an issue with the 13th, or Friday the 13th, and stuff like that. You have issues with those days, because specifically what the number means, right? The M is the 13th letter of the alphabet. It's what does M stand for?
Yeah. This is actually a lot of this here is shot in Blairstown.
Yeah.
Blairstown, New Jersey.
Nice, like I say, up there, it looks like mountain town type of area,
Yeah. It's
okie dokie. She is really cute too. So
she is, man.
Cunningham knew what he was doing. Producers knew what they were doing. Of course they did.
Robbie Morgan was adorable.
Yeah. Really pretty smile.
Oh, definitely.
I know it's been said before, but Cunningham had to have seen A Bay of Blood. I recently watched that a few months ago. I have that Arrow release. Dude, He had to have seen it. There is no doubt in my mind he had to have seen it or saw clips of it.
Especially Steve Miner that does part 2.
Steve Miner did. Oh, yeah, Steve Miner did. That's where most of it happens.
Yeah. You got I can't remember his name, but you got what's his name here that actually is in a House of 1,000 Corpses.
Oh, the truck driver?
No, this.
Oh no, the cook. Yeah, the cook. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big guy here that's doing the sweeping.
Right, he was in
wears the
Rob
big
Zombie's
mask.
Halloween 2 as well. He's the dude in the bathroom. I forget his name. He says, "Sure, I'll take you." It's like, there he is.
He's the one you hear laughing after Spalding shoots the guy. He goes, and fuck you too. And you hear him going,
Death curse. God damn it, Ralph. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Come on, miss. Oh, he all helps her up. Isn't that cute? Helps her up in the truck.
Oh, yeah, I bet, yeah.
There's that bike. Yeah, there's that bike. I wish they would have kept. I wish they would have kept Ralph around. He was like a mascot of the franchise to me.
Because what she's doing here is dangerous as fuck already. Because how does she know who this fucking guy is?
Yeah.
I mean, he seems like a nice little guy, but I'm sure every trucker serial killer did.
Yeah, he'll drop her off like maybe like halfway there. He won't go any farther.
Yeah. So she looks out. She doesn't get a hold of an old pervert here in the truck driver, but she doesn't get lucky twice. He's just a nice old guy. Trying to tell her to stay the fuck away from the place.
Yeah, what happened? This is where he talks about the past of the. It is literally cursed. Camp Blood. Come on. Yeah, quit. Just quit.
She genuinely cares about the kids, though. She genuinely likes the kids. That's why she doesn't want to quit. She actually wants to go up there and be with the kids.
Yeah. Boy drowning in 57, 2 kids killed in the fires and all that stuff. That's what makes me wonder if the series that A24 is going to be doing is going to be based around that, like what goes on between what happens.
Maybe. They got to be really careful on who they hire to play her, though. They need to cast. They need to do some really good casting.
Like I said, boy, Jason dies in 57, and then the couple dies in 58. So I don't know how old Pam would be then. They'd have to get
30
in her 30s.
I would say between her mid-20s and mid-30s.
Yeah.
That time. Probably mid-20s when Jason dies.
Yeah.
And I would say she's probably 40 about this time during 1980, maybe.
The sweater. 45. I mean, man. It's true. You'd have to get somebody like.
See, because you take it 22 years later after 58, you got 58 to 1980. So how old would you put her in this?
Oh, she's in her. She doesn't look. Oh, God.
50s,
she looks
maybe?
in her 60s, to tell you the truth. Because this was 80 and it was released. It was done in 79, 78? So.
I think she looks more around 50 or so.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because she looks really good here. I mean,
so that would have put her about 28 when Jason died, which would have made sense if she got pregnant young. How old was he when he drowned?
Yeah, because they don't. Of course, they don't. They don't talk about who the father was. They just say it was her.
Yeah,
and obviously. The way he looks when you see the drowning scene from back then where he's like screaming in the water and stuff like that, he looked to be deformed already to begin with, so it does make me wonder about that.
Right. Well, he was born with hydrocephalus.
Oh.
Which is like
that I did not know.
Yeah, which is like water on the brain. It's basically mongoloid, where you get the bigger head.
That sign is still there, I believe. You can still go here too. It's like a fucking landmark.
It's let's see, what's that lake? It's Camp Nababesco.
Oh, Vesco. Okay. Because Little Darlings was filmed where Part 6 was filmed. That same camp area, same area. was Kevin Bacon before Footloose.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 years before Footloose.
3 or 4 years before that, yeah. Al's character, she's cute too. My goodness.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Damn. Just got there. Yeah, Brenda Lori Bartram. Yeah, she passed away a few years ago. I guess she got cancer or something.
Yeah, he has a thing for her too.
Yeah, he's probably closer. He's probably in his late 20s. He's probably 30, close to 30.
Yeah.
But he's definitely got an eye for the younger girl here. She's probably 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, she's like an artist or whatever like that.
Yeah, that's what she wants to be. She's kind of in between jobs. She's on her way up to really practice her art, and she's already been here longer than what she wanted to be.
She had more time to do it.
Yeah. Well, to begin with, I think this was only supposed to be a week or something, and he's managed to keep her around a lot longer. She decided to stick around and help because she's not a counselor. She's kind of becoming one, whether she wanted to be or not.
Right. They use that in part 2 and 3 a bit. In part 2 too, it's the same thing. They bring them in to help out and shit.
Right. And very pretty. He kind of comes off creepish in a way, but then in a way not.
Yeah. Well, you have to look at it too. Nobody else is supposed to be there, right? The invisible guest, so.
Right.
Jealous of his mustache and hair, though. That's a good permed. That's a good perm type curly hair. That's my mom's natural hair was naturally curly. Is naturally curly. That's very hard to get straight.
It is. She's all right, Friday. See, he keeps stretching it out because
he's all caressing her like on the side and stuff like that too. She didn't mind it.
he didn't necessarily want her around to help. He just wants her around.
Yeah.
Just because he's just got a thing for her.
Oh yeah, was it the Carpenter?
I don't think
whatever
to begin with.
With those like suspenders and shit.
There he is, Harry Crosby, Bing Crosby's boy. And I guess the cast spent the majority of the making of this film just questioning him and talk to him about his dad.
Damn. Yeah, I need to re-look all of theirs. I do have the book too, Crystal Lake Memories and stuff like that too, that deluxe edition. I need to start reading that.
They're asking him all kinds of shit about his dad throughout it and shit. I guess a lot of it he was just like, I don't know, man.
There's the rest of them. There's the other cuter one.
Yeah. There's Brenda and Ned.
Yeah.
Ned's the clown of the group. And then
I heard they called it Camp Blood.
She's a little more serious. She's the one that died a few years ago of cancer.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, it happens.
And then there's also Janine Taylor playing Marcy, which is Kevin Bacon's girlfriend. Yeah, she makes some of the best, not to be a pervert, but she makes some of the best sex noises in movie history. Of course, she did admit she did really enjoy that scene with Kevin Bacon earlier on.
I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
One of the greatest kills ever. I haven't seen a kill like that either. Yeah. I mean, that's really good.
I'd be sticking these arrows up Ned's ass, man.
Yeah, he's a
shooting that target with me that fucking close to it, maybe shoved right up his ass.
It's like all like that. They probably had to shoot that like perfectly. Like, okay, you have to stand here. Okay. So I wonder how close that was.
Yeah,
Arrow
because
probably had to be, or the guy shooting it had to have been closer. So
yeah, I would make a shish kebab out of it, doing that dumb shit.
here we go. There's the Jeep.
Yeah, she got there the hard way. We're trying to get there the hard way.
Hi. Doesn't say a word.
She's excited as fuck. She's like, all right, I got a ride, man. Who knows how long she's been walking. No, you're
Yeah,
not.
because she did wave the killer off. I always try to look to see if I can see the killer, see her in the Jeep. I always try to look, right?
Yeah. No, they do a good job of making it where you can.
This is great scene, by the way. This is done very well.
Yeah, this is done really creepy.
Because she passes something and she'll notice that. Like, hey, wait a minute.
This is what I mean about being different. This one's a different animal than the rest, man. Shit like this. This right
And then
here,
the music
this
starts, right? Was that the main
Yeah.
road back there? Dun dun, right? I love that.
because this original one could happen, man.
Please, can we stop? Yeah, can we stop?
This one could definitely happen.
Right, she jumps out. Well, that's pretty good. Wonder if she did that herself. The way she rolled like that, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hi, man. What's going on? See you in here. Yeah, thanks. Just watching the greatest slasher ever made, in my opinion. Right. Original Friday the 13th, 1980. The huge disclaimer to all the youngins during the 80s and stuff like that. Listen to your parents and don't go having premarital sex in the forest without a condom, dude. Don't smoke any weed, marijuana, anything like that. It's a sign. You know it's coming.
Right.
She's injured from the fall. This is great. Trying to escape. Such a good score. My God.
It is.
It is very Psycho. Just watching Psycho from that 4K box set from Arrow, watching that last night, dude. And it's just like watching this again. It's like it's so good. You can just see the parallels.
Trips the foot right at her feet.
No, please, no.
See, because I mean, you got to think she doesn't know this area a lot, but
Very
the
pretty
killer
eyes,
does.
too.
The killer knows this area really well, so she just cut her right off. She knew exactly where to go to cut her off, man.
Yeah. She's like, no, and just like,
Yeah, because poor Annie didn't know this area, but the killer did.
the killer did. Was that the main road back there? You know, dun dun. It's like, like I say, after that goes down the tree, and then the screen goes white, and here we go.
The color in this 4K looks really good, especially during like this scene here. The sky and the green in those trees looks excellent, man. It might
Right?
be a
Yeah,
little
like I say, that's
darker
what the
than
DNR does. So I had fun with it. I'm glad I have the 4K. I have the 4K twice because I have the Steelbook too. It came with the sexy slip for that because I'm like going, oh, damn it. It has a slip. Dude, it has a slip. I have to get it. Yes, Sean, stupid rules. Absolutely. There should be no rules, but there is. And there are unwritten rules too in slashers, right? They explain that in Scream for some damn reason, but it makes it fun. So
Yeah.
there's more than one killer, right? how can the killer be in two places at once? Blah blah blah. the little Speedo flipping shorts and shit.
Yeah, definitely a sign of a time, man. The
Oh,
Speedo
yeah.
vintage, bro, did it. Kind of like in sleepaway camp with the guys with the half shirts.
Oh yeah, the half shirts. Yeah, the cutoffs, right? That was a big thing in the 80s. Yeah, the cutoffs like right here.
Yeah, guys just don't wear half shirts anymore. It just doesn't happen.
The jocks, basically. You know, basically the bigger dudes.
And the shorts cut right up to their asshole.
What? Oh, what's her name from part 2, which we'll do a watch along of soon. My goodness, that cutoff shirt. My God, that's like way up here. I was like, hello.
Yeah. Dude, you would not believe how high people used to cut off their jeans to make shorts out of them.
Oh,
Like
my brother
me to be a
used
kid.
to do that. He's a child of the
You know what I
70s
mean?
and 80s. Yeah, he used to
You know
do
how many-
that.
You know how many balls I seen fall out of shorts back when I was a little kid?
They showed
I'm not even
the
around.
bulge on that one dude with those Speedos on and shit like that. I was like, okay.
Dude, I'm telling you, balls are falling out all over the fucking place in the late 70s, early 80s. It was disturbing growing up as a kid seeing that.
Sleepaway
No
Camp
wonder
is a
I'm the way I
different
am,
story.
you know?
Specifically, that ending. That's a totally different story.
I mean, no wonder I'm the way I am. You know what I mean?
We had it good back then. I was only pampered for so long. And spoiled for so long until you're like, I was introduced to the Black Lagoon, and I was like, oh, okay. That's what, Brooke Shields? Yeah, that is Brooke Shields.
Man, back around that time, you had Brooke Shields and you had Bo Derek. And Bo Derek was fucking luscious, man.
When I go over to my grandparents every other weekend and stuff like that, my grandfather was watching that one time on TV, and I fucking sneak out because the hallway was right there, and he had his own chair, like way whatever like that, and I'd wait for a shadow dude, and I would just wait, and just look at that. I'm like, oh shit. Oh yeah, a snake in the cabin. They just chop the flipping head off.
Yeah. See, Bing Crosby's boy, Harry here, he
Oh, Harry's Crosby. Yeah, Harry Crosby.
Harry Crosby, yeah, he plays Bill, but he's kind of like the one that all the single girls kind of got the crush on here. You get that feeling. They
Isn't
like
that
him.
funny? It's what John Wayne's son tried to do in Scream. The original one, was it Nathan Wayne, I think? Forget, but he has on and he's one of those cowboys. You can tell who it is. It's a Code Red release, but it's called Scream. It was done like the early 80s. It's a trippy, weird. It's not the greatest paranormal slasher in the world.
Patrick Wayne, yeah.
Yeah, Patrick
I
Wayne.
believe.
At least we know what's for dinner. He looks all hardcore after he kills the snake. He puts the hatchet right there. He's like, yeah, that's right.
I'd call Marcy perky. If you look at her, you can see why.
She's very perky. Oh, here he comes. Motorcycle cop.
Well, her nipples are poking out of her shirt, dude. That's why she's perky.
Oh, shit.
Here he is.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
The dope, man. The weed. Get it?
Stand it, cushy.
Yeah. Sit on it, Tonto. Yeah.
Are you smoking?
Here's
Don't
Ron.
smoke.
There's Ron Milky playing Officer Dwarf. What you been smoking, boy?
Hey, don't get smart with me.
Man, the grass, the weed, dig it? Not a word out of you, understand?
Crazy Ralph. Yeah, looking for somebody. Crazy Ralph.
He thinks he's fucking just cool, doesn't he? I told you to sit on it, Tonto.
Yeah, whenever that loony gets drunk, he, yeah.
You got a timestamp. What about 20 minutes?
Yeah, Chief wants you back on the double.
Yeah, he about spills himself off this bike too, and he's turned around.
Yeah. That's not a BMW either, is it?
I don't know.
Because that's what motorcycle officers use, are the BMW bikes. They're nice bikes.
As cool as he's trying to be, it'd have been hilarious to see him bust his ass.
And those are big bikes too, man. You can break a leg doing that shit if you
Ain't no
fall.
stand for no weirdness out here.
It's true, yeah. The way he turns around.
Yeah, he about bust his ass, man.
He did there too. He's like, oh, that's probably why they stopped that shoot right there. He's like going, oh shit, I'm about ready to go into the bush here.
Yeah, there he's trying to be all Mr. Cool officer and shit and bust his ass. That would have been hilarious.
That was pretty good.
I'm not the biggest cop fan anyway.
Yeah, there he is. Messenger of God.
She's peed a little.
Got a death curse. Dude's wearing a Dolphins jersey, isn't he? Number 88. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That was either Duper or Clayton.
Nice. You see this movie enough, dude, and you have to critique it. See certain shit. It's so good.
Yeah. That was the two main receivers around that time, I do believe, for Dan Marino in 1980 was Duper and Clayton.
You're all doomed. There's Sean Point. There he goes with the bike, never to be seen again.
One of the better teams that didn't win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
One of the best teams to not win one. It's sad that Marino never got a Super Bowl.
During that decade? Yeah, not for my Niners.
Yeah, they would have had a perfect season if it wasn't for the 85 Bears. Or no, the Bears would have had a perfect season if it wasn't for the Dolphins. The Dolphins are the one game they lost that year.
It happened. It's very hard to do. It took the Patriots all the way to the fucking Super Bowl for them to finally lose to the Giants. That's one of the greatest Super Bowls of all time, by the way.
Yep. There's one team that has never lost a game all the way through, and that's the 72 Dolphins.
Right. Yeah. The only perfect season. I can't see that being broken, but it's like Jerry Rice's touchdown record. That's a big record for touchdowns. That's a huge record. I mean,
well, plus you got to think in 1972 that was a shorter season too. It
was a very short. It's a short season.
Yeah, including the playoffs, there was only like 14 or 15 games, something like that.
Yeah. It was like that with the damn Buccaneers with Brady since it was the COVID year, So
right.
That's something for another time.
Right.
Yeah, started the generator. I got lights.
Yeah, the generator bit. Yeah, I have never been in a place that was ran by a generator. I've never done it, man.
Me neither. I've never been to a camp before like that. Cabins and shit like that. We've been past them, but never been to an actual like summer camp type place like that with the cabins. Never.
I did it once for 1 week, and it was a church. It was a Baptist church camp.
Right. Yeah, that's what they usually are.
It was horrible. God, it was horrible.
Hey, I was raised Catholic, boy. And I
could not wait to go home, man. I could not wait to go home. The Baptist is the most hypocritical religion there is.
A lot of people say that's Catholicism because I am Catholic. Sometimes I can dog certain modern films that they dog the church. Gizmo said at one time, too. It's like there's no such thing as like a hero type of a priest. They all want to make them shady motherfuckers. I don't like that. But introduced to those movies back in the day, like The Omen, like The Exorcist, and stuff like that. I'm like going, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. So.
So I guess it's not the religion that's hypocritical. It's the
here we go.
it's the people that run the Baptist that are so
Yeah,
interesting.
exactly. The people that run it. Yeah. Here he goes. Yeah. So number 88 sees somebody in the cabin here. Hello.
Yeah, he's the one that we don't get to see him killed.
I like that.
Of course, yeah.
You just hear him say
somebody
hello,
there.
and that's it. As soon as he walks in, you see him say hello, and that's it.
Well, because he knows that no one's supposed to be going in this place. That looks like the same spot from the burning, man.
Oh, you know it is.
The same spot that he just went up in looks like the spot that they were up talking about. You know, when he looks down and he's bitching at old Mark Ratner from Fast 9.
Right.
It looks like that spot.
I have the Scream Factory release, the Blu-ray of The Burning. I've seen it once. I love the film a lot. That's a fucking all-star cast too. Holy shit! I'm shocked how many people are in that film that I recognize from television, like Costanza. There's one dude that played a judge, but before that, a lawyer on Law and Order. I forget his name. I recognize him.
Yeah.
But it was a great time to be a slasher fan when these were coming out. It was a great fucking time. It's a new genre coming out. People are like, "Oh shit, this is great."
Oh yeah, and I mean, I think when I went and seen this at the theater, like I said, I was 7. I had just turned 7 the month before. I turned 7 in May, and we went to see it, of course, in June or whatever. So it was right there, man. No, I guess it came out in May, maybe. Or did it? It was either May or June.
Oh yeah, the thunderstorm. It's funny. She all starts talking like all different, like, and he's looking at her. He's like, "Going, God, I so want to make love to you right now."
Yeah. Well,
there's a storm brewing.
There's always a thunderstorm with Jason and his mom. That's a metaphor, man. It
is. It's lightning that brings them back to life.
Yeah. It's like a metaphor. There's always some kind of storm or wind or something going on when the
it was extremely windy in part 6. You can flip and tell how windy it was. It was crazy windy.
Part 3, it was blowing doors and shit open. Remember?
Yeah.
And in her parents' place, the door was being blown right the fuck open.
Oh, that's right.
And it was right as the killings were going on, man.
Part 3 is funny with that theme. It's like so.
Yeah. Gives you just that sign, just that little bit of music.
Yeah. Ooh, hello, man.
Yeah. She makes the greatest sex noises I've ever heard. As far as movies go, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, sex in the bunk, and then great pen angle on top of the bunk and stuff like that. That won't be the last time they use that in the film.
Yeah, they're down there all being romantic and all being fucking.
Well, they don't
young.
know. Yeah.
And then old dudes laying up there dead as fuck.
It's all good free love and all this stuff too, It's like going, I don't want to go to church today. I really don't.
Right.
Oh, that's a good one, Russell. Yeah. Spent 3 years in Catholic school and would get the strap by the nuns. Oh. What was that? From a Cheech and Chong's sister, Mary Elephant. Class, shut up. Thank you.
Yeah, there it is. Just like Russell just said, yeah.
Animal
just like I
House.
said earlier, his first film, Animal House. Yeah.
National Lampoon's Animal House with oh God, what's his name? Who was in Curtains? He was the principal or whatever, one of the teachers.
Yeah. And Belushi and Tim Matheson, man. Oh man.
Yeah. Great father and son actors, the Belushis. Man. Yeah.
Well, John and Jim are brothers.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. The principal. Hey, he's the principal, man. I'm the principal, man. I love that film. I love the principal. I love it.
My favorite role I've ever seen him do was in About Last Night. That is my favorite role I ever seen him in. He's hilarious in that.
Thief with James Caan, damn, gets dropped in acid bath.
Yeah.
Not for me, you wouldn't have your wife. Not for me, you wouldn't have your kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, boy, Kevin Bacon sure is thrusting that pretty good.
Yeah, just listen to her. Yeah, he did Red Heat with Arnold Schwarzenegger too.
Red Heat, yeah, that's right, where he plays a Russian.
Yeah.
That's right. You see the
Everybody,
lightning strike.
all
There he is.
the main muscled up guys played Russians around that time.
That's so good. That's such a good shot of him up in the bunk.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
method.
yeah.
Same method too. Like that. Almost serial killer like. That's why I forgot. Yeah, Psycho's a serial killer film, right? Because they mentioned two girls. Like when the psychiatrist is like her talking like that, he's like, "Has he killed before?" Like, well, there's two girls missing. I'm like, shit.
Yeah. They were just dragging cars out of that.
Yeah, the swamp.
Swamp.
It looks
Yeah,
so
they were
great
just
in
pulling
black and white. I almost thought it was like a tar pit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great choice by him to make that black and white. And the whole reason he did is because of the whole blood thing. He just thought that would have been tasteless to do that. He didn't want that, since there was going to be so much blood, he wanted to do it black and white.
I never watched because I did watch the doc on him and stuff like that. Of course, it's Universal. Of course, they had it on there.
Right.
Talking to his daughter, I'm like, oh, that's the secretary. And you know, a great doc. Like you see him almost like Stephen King in his films, right? He makes a cameo like he's walking dogs. I think in The Birds. I think when he's walking out of this place, he has like two dogs with him, walking him. In Vertigo, he's walking somewhere. Yeah.
At the very beginning, he's going into the pet shop. Yeah.
Yeah. In Psycho, when Janet Leigh walks into the bank or whatever it's at, he's outside. He's the dude outside with the hat on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're playing like strip Monopoly.
Yeah. You notice they're both playing with strip Monopoly with Bill here. Bill knows what he's doing.
He does. And he happens to be right next to her. It's like, I'm getting more beers. It's going to be a while.
I think Laurie's more attractive. Yes, me.
Yeah. That's right. He's going to smoke up a doobie here. This is rule number 3. You never do this. Or a cigarette, whatever it is. Yeah, actually, it's a doobie.
Might as well.
Ooh, he sucks that sucker in, too. Oh, here we go. And this is a slow burn kill, too. Damn, that's good. I think they talked to Kevin Bacon about that scene, too. Said it took a few takes or something like that, the way he's positioned and shit like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's classic Savini. That's classic Savini.
Because they had a pump where they could pump the blood out the
yeah, right, because it's all like like that.
And the hose popped out.
Oh, that's right.
Savini,
yeah.
So Savini put it in his mouth and blew on it so the blood would go up and out.
Oh, yeah, John Vernon. Yeah, SBN mentioned John Vernon. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Killer Clowns. Yeah, John Vernon was a great actor.
Yes. He always plays such a good asshole.
It goes into the stall. Like a shower stall, too. Yeah. Yeah, Savini. Everyone was at the peak of their film powers here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just pans across the bathroom. You see the light in the stall. Dude, that's so good. See her pick her up. Pick that up.
This is when he always had his sidekick with him. Tasso was his name. Savini, it was Savini, and his main sidekick was a dude named Tasso. And you see his hands at the end. It's his hands you see with the glass ring and shit on.
Oh, yeah. That's right, huh? Yeah. So I'm getting the knowledge here by the man here. This is great.
I know. Yeah, I know a lot about this. Friday.
See, that's what I love about this. We're huge marks for. I'm a huge mark for Friday the 13th. I always have been, always will be. It's a backwaters campy slasher. Yes, please, dude. Cast me, dude. I'll play one of the victims, dude. Just do it. I'll play the killer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's saying something in the mirror.
Yeah, she's imitating Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah, Katharine Hepburn. That's how you know the decade that we're in and stuff like that, where they're all coming from and stuff, of what they watch.
Hold on, I've got some kind of a issue here. I've got some sort of a technical issue. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, sure. I'll pause it for a second.
Fuck. I don't know what is going on. However, I will fix it. This same thing happened the other day. My player's fucking tripping. Here, I want to put this motherfucker. God damn it. So I know it's not the disc. It just happens to be. Might be looking for a new 4K player.
Mine did that yesterday with Psycho 4K. It froze for like a few seconds twice, and it did that. It totally froze on Cat of Nine Tails, and I had to skip the scene with that, which really pissed me off. And Scream 6, it froze like 6 times. So I was like, yeah. So 4K isn't the end all be all of everything. I've talked to Brad about that. So.
Let's see where it starts me. Let me see here. Damn.
I froze it when she's still in them. I froze it when she's still with the sink. So, or pause it.
Okay, as soon as it gets loaded up here,
yeah.
Let me know what your timestamp is, and I'll get there.
It's
Yeah, all of a sudden my screen was black. I was like, what the hell? Oh man, do all the bullshit. All right, let's see, chapter.
Like say, it was at the point when she was reciting Katharine Hepburn, and then she hears something in the background. She turns, and then she just turns back, finishes washing her hands. That's why I have it paused up.
Okay, where I'm at right here, I'm at. Oh shit! Okay, they haven't begun yet. Let me get past them. So Kevin Bacon just got killed, right?
Yeah. It just shows the killer walking into the stall, goes past her. She picks up the light from the stall.
Okay. There's Ned. Okay, playing Monopoly. Okay, they're done. Okay, she's going to the bathroom. Don't take too long. Hurry back. More Monopoly. Kevin Bacon is getting killed right now. Okay, he is okay, I am at timestamp 43 minutes and 18 seconds.
Perfect. So we'll just start it back up here.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, she's just washing her hands at the sink.
Yeah,
Ned?
you'll always be plain. Yeah. Yeah, the killer's walking in right now.
Okay.
All right, man. Cool. I hate that shit.
It happens. It's okay. It's happened to me more than once. Like I say, it happened last night. It is the 4K part of the player. The Blu-ray part works fine, but yeah, 4K players ain't built the best either, too. Right? So, you know.
Yeah.
So it happens to all of us too. I've changed the functions on the player too, which are supposed to help with that, like the Dolby Vision you don't need on or something like that for a lot of these. So.
Right. Jack?
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, it's Katharine Hepburn that she does.
Yeah.
I cannot remember which film. It'll always be plain. Cute underwear. Holy shit.
Yeah.
God, man. It ain't right.
Nellie Humphrey. Nope.
Lizzie,
One for nobody
Lizzie
there.
always be plain. See, this is what I mean. This is a lot of some of what you don't have in the other. Is the suspense.
Yeah.
It's all about the kills later on in the series, but early on here it was about the suspense.
Ding. Oh, great scene. Yeah, you see him like hit the light. Dude, that's so good.
Yeah, I'll fast forward to the kill here.
I just paused it at the point where they're back playing that.
Savini talked about the whole point of hitting the light with the weapon is because they're using a rubber axe, right?
Yeah.
But the whole reason of hitting the light with it is for the same reason that when he chopped in the burning with the machete with the clippers and stabs the wood is to show that it's actual metal and that it's not fake. That's the whole point in doing that. So just like the same point of hitting the light is to show that it's metal and not rubber. That gives credibility to the weapon.
Yeah. No, it does, right? Yeah, because it's a heavy weapon, right? Axes are not light.
Right. To show that, hey, this is a real weapon that we're wielding here, which it's not. But that's the whole point to it, is to show that, hey, this is real. To show that, hey, this.
And it's true, and the axe gets stuck in her, and she just goes like that.
Yeah.
That's
The
great.
same thing happens in the burning when he goes to stab with the shears and stabs into the wood in the makeshift little canoe that they make.
Oh,
Remember
that scene and stuff like that comes out of nowhere and just goes like, brum, brum.
So yeah, that's the whole point of that, is to show that, hey, we're really using a weapon.
Damn, it's pouring here too. It's like pouring in outside that diner.
Hey, Cal, what's going on, man?
Hey, Cal.
Yeah, got the old ladies in town here. You got Trudy and Sandy, are the two ladies here at the diner here in
That are
Blair.
flirting the hell out of them.
Yeah, they're in the Blairstown Diner is where they're at, and it's Trudy played by Dorothy Cobbs and Sandy played by Sally Golden.
There's your change, Steve. Thank you. Yeah, careful. Those glasses, man. Nice. Yeah, she's like, damn, wish I was young.
My mom had a pair of glasses almost exactly like that.
I will, Cal. We'll plan something. We'll plan some watch-alongs or something, my friend. We should do a watch-along of Strangers Pray at Night. I know Cal likes that one. So do I. That'd be an interesting one to do a discussion on, the watch-along.
Yeah.
Considering we have, well, it's chapter 1 of the Strangers, like, you know, they like doing stuff in trilogies, it looks like. It looks interesting, but
I prefer the original so far, but we will see.
I like the original too. It's more of a thriller, you know what I mean? Home invasion.
Right.
That's what makes that one. I like the second one because it is more campy 80s slasher wise, because it is based during that time, which I think is like great, but I have to revisit it.
What I like about Pray at Night was it made just total bitches out of those killers, man. You know, they did such a great job in the original one. So what was the whole thing in the Pray at Night?
Yeah, Pray at Night.
They had gotten cocky.
No, that's true. That's true.
They had gotten cocky, maybe. Is that the whole point of that? Is that why they were taken out so easily? Because they're just taken out way too easily in the second one. That annoyed me.
Same thing, like the one girl, she goes back into that same stall, right? Sees the light. That still seems to be moving a little bit.
This is one of my favorite scenes of the whole film right here, because you see the curtain move. And,
yes,
and you
you
can
do.
tell it being
You do.
watched.
You see somebody in there. Yeah.
That's creepy as fuck, man.
That's hella creepy as fuck.
That is so weird.
There it is, right there. There it is, right there. Yeah, you see it like they're like looking. Yeah.
She feels somebody there. She ain't heard nobody or nothing, but she can feel them. She can feel that somebody's in there.
Damn. Yeah.
There it is. And it's dark there. You can't tell who's there, but you know somebody's watching her. That is weird as fuck. That all by itself gives goosebumps, man.
It's the creeping dread, right? It's the creeping dread.
Right. And she ain't seen shit or heard shit. Now she finally heard something.
She kind of wants to get the fuck out of there too. You can tell she's like really.
For the second she walked in that place, she felt like she wasn't alone. Because
she ain't saying anything either. She's about ready to say something, but she doesn't do it.
Because she's probably the smartest one. This Brenda is. She's probably the smartest one of all. She's got the best instincts.
Mikey, what's up, man? Cheers, my friend. Hell yeah. What is going on, my brother?
What's going on, Mikey?
Great room tour that he did a few days ago.
Hell yeah, it was.
Fucking awesome, dude. Hey, fellow metalhead like myself, you're better at it than I am, though. You can actually play the shit. Great shit. Man, you make me want to go back and get Metallica's new album, dude. I'm hella jealous, man. I totally agree with you on everything you said about Metallica. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sorry, dude. I'm a nerd, but I'm a fellow metalhead all day. All day. That's right. His Jeep, was it his Jeep that he had broke down or something like that? Doesn't start, so the police officer picks him up.
Yeah. And you notice, without saying anything, it points to the fact, and it shows the fact that he has a Jeep that looks a lot like the Killer's.
You know what? Damn. See, now there's the mind fuck right there, right? Yeah, mind blown with that, Keith. Shit.
It puts that in your mind, and it makes you think, wait a minute, the Killer had a Jeep, didn't they?
Yeah.
And it puts it in the dark and in the rain, so you can't tell if it's exactly that one or not.
It's like the ending events that leads up to the Killer driving up in that Jeep, right? Of how quick that goes, and you're like, whoa, that's trippy. Just following the footsteps.
So now you're thinking, is he the Killer? You know, the first time you ever see it, like say you don't know nothing about Jason or nothing about Pamela, you're thinking, wait a minute, is that motherfucker the Killer? Because he's the one that they showed the least.
Yeah, she's getting ready to go to bed and stuff like that, and that old school 90 there.
This is weird too, man. Would you help me? You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, the child. Yeah, the voice. Help me. Oh God. Yeah, it's like, damn. Yeah. She goes out there when it's pouring. Goes out there when it is pouring.
Yeah. Jason Lover. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, and Russell said they did kill a real snake. Yeah, that's right.
back when me and Sean did these about a year or so ago. Yeah. And yeah, we had fun. I always have fun doing these, man, because these are ones I can like, especially these first three Friday 13th,
First three, the trilogy, right? The trilogy.
I can really focus in on them and really talk about these, man.
Part 3, and we'll do that watch along. The Chong wannabe person, as I call it, the Tommy Chong. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? The one who has the masks to begin with. I forget his
Shelley.
name. Yeah,
Shelley.
Shelley. I like that character a lot. Yeah, she goes right out there. Help me.
Yeah, it's weird because she can do the fucking child's voice like great. She's become like a multiple personality. She's like the opposite of fucking.
Yeah, they probably got an actual child to do that.
She's like Norman Bates except reversed.
Right?
She is her son too.
Right, it's reversed.
Yep.
It's literally reversed.
Yes, she got Jason in there too. In her head.
Help me, please. Damn.
And see, because they knew she was smart, and they and she knew that's the only thing was going to draw this chick out. This kind of chick that locks the door. This kind of chick that looks behind her. Brenda is. Brenda's smart. She would have been the final girl if she hadn't used this child thing to bring her out here. She had
this
to
is where the lights come on, because it's dark in this version too, but that's what makes it more. That what makes it worse. So you see the payoff here in a second.
To get Brenda, she had to do two things. She had to trick her with the child voice and shoot her ass on the range.
There the killer goes, right? Turns on the lights, pulls down the lever,
and fucking uses her as a target for those arrows. That's the only way she's able to kill Brenda.
Because the light's shining into it. Not funny at all. That is so good.
She respected Brenda. She was afraid to go hand to hand with Brenda.
And you hear the scream there and stuff like that.
Yep.
Notice
she did not want to go hand to hand, face to face with Brenda.
And
for some reason.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, right? The same angle next to the same target.
Yep. But you notice that she was not looking to go face to face and hand to hand with Brenda.
Yeah, the light was shining in her eyes, man, and it's raining. You can't see where it's coming. So good, and I love the fact that they didn't show it either. So.
Yep. And then she shot arrows into her. She did not want to go hand to hand with her. She respected her.
You'll find out a bunch of them too, and the chain locks and all that shit. I'm like, damn, son. It's like, that's brutal.
She's seen that Brenda was smart. She had intuition, and she did not want to fuck with her hand to hand. Brenda was half her age.
Coats? Yeah, those rain flannel coats. Yeah.
Brenda was younger. She didn't want to fuck with her, man. So she took her out.
Hell no. Yeah. Listen to your elders.
Well, she knew Brenda was smart. She was tough. She was healthy. She was half her age. She said, "I'm not taking my chances with this bitch. I'm just gonna hit her with some arrows. I'm gonna lure her out here and hit her with some arrows."
I noticed there was something carved like on the fireplace on one of the rocks. It either says Michael or it says Mitchell.
Yeah. I think I remember.
When he grabs her and like takes her out there to like the generator because the power goes out. Because the killer clips the power lines.
Yep. So they're immediately going out to check out the generator and shit. Shakes the dude that got the shit going to begin with out there.
He does. You don't see what happens to him either. Oh yeah, there's the axe. That's where they find it in the bed.
Shit's starting to hit the fan here now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I always say that. It says this is when shit's about to get real here, real quick.
Yeah. You know, and this was like the German poster. The original German poster was the bed with the bloody axe.
Yeah. Yeah, Bing Crosby's son is in this. That's right.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, Mikey, and how the cast harassed him throughout most of it, asking questions about his dad and shit. Yeah, yep. That was an early one. That was one that I never seen that as a kid. I didn't even know they existed as a kid.
That's cool. Scream Factory did that.
Yeah. I never seen that until I got a little older, and I was like, wow, I seen that it was one of the original posters. I didn't know it.
It's cool seeing that different posters from different countries for these films. It's really neat. Like Japanese posters for some of these are great.
Yeah. Yeah, this is let me see, in Germany it's Mirror Tag 13 or something like that.
Yeah. It's like with Part 7. That's my all-time favorite theatrical poster. That Part 7 looks so fucking good. It's just the half. Yeah, it's basically my profile pic on here. AKA Jason versus Carrie.
Yeah, basically, I salute them having the balls to do that, man.
That's my favorite. I mean? That's my favorite Jason. Part 7 is all over the place, but it's a good one. Best kills I've ever seen in a Friday 13. I mean, the sleeping bag kill is on point.
Oh man, yeah. I like how they redo that in Part X, and they're laughing, they're giggling.
Right, just go back and forth. Like, oh, look, we're having premarital sex in the forest, I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah, some premarital sex and smoke some pot.
But, what is it? Dips the chick's face in that frozen shit, and she just goes, up.
That's
boom.
One of the best kills, man. And then that's what I call the shattering face.
Yeah. Only Kane Hodder could do that, I think, as that part, as Jason. Only him. And each actor was great playing Jason, too. Like I say, the late, great Mr. White, of course, the most menacing Jason I've ever seen. But Kane Hodder's part in his debut in Part 7, he's a monster in that. He's the creature from the Black Lagoon. He's just, like, disturbing.
Like I say, my favorite is Part 3. He was the first one to die too, which is too bad. He was the only English one.
Yeah,
he was actually British.
You see that too. It's like when they're checking everything, they're checking one of the vehicles and stuff like that, and she kisses him.
Yeah.
Oh, Ralph was out your way today. I like the guy who plays the sheriff here, the police officer and stuff like that, Too bad they didn't kind of bring him back.
But see, at the same time, you're thinking this guy could possibly be the killer because of the Jeep. All these killings are going on and he's not there.
Yeah. Right. He leaves. It's what they do in they do in Part 2 and 5, right? They all go to do something else, and you see the pan out of them all like being left there by their own devices, and you're like, okay.
Yeah. So he couldn't be the killer, right? It's like, oh my God,
be the killer, right? Yeah.
No, wait a minute, he couldn't be. He's not even there. He's in the cop car.
Right, the rain stops, and he parks like right there, so the rain finally stops. It says he has to go back because he got like and I think it's about it may not be. I was almost thinking when I first time seeing this, it's like when he gets the report and like drops him off, it has to be about the dead girl. Oh, Richard Booker? Is he 3?
That's Part 3.
Yeah.
That's Part 3. That's my favorite, yep.
The dude in Part 6 is pretty good too. I forget his name. Kane Hodder mentioned his name. Because he said he was a good actor playing that part because he was taller.
Yeah.
What are you doing in this mess? All of a sudden?
Yeah. This part right here is really dark.
Yeah. That's why I kind of like that aesthetic of it, but yeah, you kind of notice it.
I mean, it was always really dark, but I mean, it's extra.
Yeah, the DNR makes it really dark. CHH, Christian Hannah Horror, he did a video on how to change that. You have to do that in the settings. So you shouldn't have to do that in the settings, but
Yeah, you can bring it up from standard to vivid also.
Yes, yeah. I have an LG 4K TV, and I have it in film with the player. I have it in filmmaker mode. I always do that, so it kind of makes the filmmaker mode is interesting, but it kind of shows how they kind of wanted and intended to be looked at, so.
Right.
So we only have 2 people left technically, so. He goes out, I know, to check on something, and you never see him again. So
CJ Graham.
CJ Graham.
Yeah. I could not remember it at the moment, but Super Batman nerd CJ Graham. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, CJ Graham.
I could not remember.
It's good we have fellow hardcore marks for F-13 in here, fam. So, that's what matters.
Exactly.
Me too, man. I do love them all. Absolutely.
Yep.
Like even part 5 where part 8 where he takes that rock in the sauna and he just puts it in the dude's stomach and just goes like that. I'm like, damn.
God damn, man. I years ago I worked as maintenance man in a Comfort Suites, and I had to deal and do a lot of maintenance and shit on saunas and the fucking jacuzzis and shit. And god damn, that's the first time I really spent any real time in a sauna, and holy shit. I did not realize how fucking warm those things got.
Yeah, they get heated.
It's like uncomfortable, man. I don't know how somebody could sit there and sweat like that. I don't understand. I mean, maybe somebody like it. Some people may like it, but I did not like it. Just, of course, I wasn't in there to enjoy it. I was in there to work on it. So
there he goes. He's looking at the generator.
Maybe that's the difference.
Yeah. Looking to see if it's full and all this stuff. This is trippy. It just shows him going through everything and stuff like that, too. This is creepy as hell. Well, Warrington Gillette. Warrington Gillette, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Part 2. Which Warrington Gillette didn't really even do that much. When it came down to it, he wasn't even in it that much.
Potato bag Jason. Yeah, or sheet Jason, basically. Yeah, bag Jason. Yeah.
The only scene he basically did was the one at the end when he comes through the window. That's one of the only things he did in that movie.
Where he's wearing kind of like a flannel shirt and stuff. Oh, that's right. That's when she wakes up. Now it's just her. That's it.
It's a terrible time to be correction.
Where you almost think it's a dream, right?
Yeah. Bill?
This is where shit hits the fan.
Yeah, but Steve, just like Mikey said, it was Steve Dash that did most of it in part 2.
Yeah, it was teasing. Yeah, I know, Mikey, asshole.
Steve Dash, yeah, just like I said, Warrington Gillette, all he did basically was that part at the end where
he had stunt double.
Which I loved that makeup on.
I know the guy all goes up and shit like that. He's wondering what's going on. He's like,
where half his face looks like one person and half his face looks like another. I thought that was great makeup. I thought they should have stayed with that.
Well, the scene from part 3, right from the window at the very end, he sees her in the window and he walks out. You see that face? I'm like, damn, that's freaky.
Yeah.
Old school stove and shit.
Instant coffee. Yuck.
Bill? Huh.
Instant coffee is nasty.
I'm too spoiled by Keurig makers now. I mean,
That instant shit is terrible, man. That's my opinion anyway.
I remember that the tea bags that they used to do for coffee and shit like that. I used to get those and stuff like that. Just put it in the cup with water, put that shit in the microwave.
Yeah, oh man. I mean, it's bad, but love it.
Yeah. We're too spoiled nowadays with Starbucks and all this other shit.
I hate iced coffee too, man. It like
really? I don't mind it.
Totally defeats the purpose, man. It totally defeats the purpose of coffee, in my opinion. Cold coffee.
I like Black Rifle coffee. That shit's great.
I've never had it.
It's like in those shots, those cans and stuff like that. You just serve it cold and just down them. Oh yeah, I think she sees him first, like he's on the door.
Yeah, he's had all kinds of bad shit happen to him.
Yeah, you just don't see it, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, he's all fucked up.
It does make you wonder, how'd he get up there? Yeah, there he is. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, dude, flipping arrow in his flipping eye and throat cut and all this shit.
She's fucked him all up, man.
Yeah.
She wasted her time with him. She ambushed his ass and fucked him up.
She's like, fuck this guy.
Mm. You know,
we're gonna get the thing through the window here in a second.
She used the bow and arrows on the one she don't want to fight hand to hand with.
Yeah, she's all. Yeah, this is funny trying to hold the door shut and all this shit.
Yeah,
like, I don't know what to do here. It's funny how she does that. So she puts the, you know,
and it opens to the outside, which is
it opens to the outside,
which is weird, man. Like she.
It does. You're right. You're right. It does open from the outside.
Yeah, you open it and the door opens to the outside, so you open it like this to go out rather than pulling it open and then go out.
Pulling it open from the other side. Damn.
So what she did was smart. She tied it up to the rafter and then tied it to the knob. That's about the best thing she could have done.
With the piano there, she's trying to put stuff in front of it.
Yeah, you do the ice bath after the sauna. I've heard that's what people do, but I just
Mike, you take care, my brother. Hardworking man, dude. Yeah, you take care. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Yeah, take it easy, Mike.
She's putting everything in front of that door, and this is, I mean, as soon as she does this, shit happens.
She's making sure a bunch of shit's in the way. So she gets past that rope she tied there. Then you're gonna have to climb over shit to get to her.
It's a good cat and mouse game.
Well, she said, "Fuck it, I'll just see." See Jason can't sneak around and fool you.
See, one curtain is closed, the other one isn't.
But she can.
Yeah, that freaks me out when one of the windows is left, you know, without the curtains pulled over it. That freaks me out. I mean, I'm like, fuck no.
Because she looks like your mom or your aunt, you know?
Yeah.
So when she comes up there, she's like, "Oh, thank God, someone's here to save me."
Right.
Because
she just
she
pulls
looks
up
so
and it's
normal.
like, yeah, it's okay, dear. You know,
Because she
it's
looks
okay.
so normal, you know? She don't look like a killer.
She looks like a
That's
mom.
another thing that's terrifying about her. She looks like your Aunt Joan or some shit, you know?
Like she's trying to find something else to use. She has the Louisville Slugger bat. That's what that is.
That was fucking hurt, yeah.
Dude, oh hell yeah, I have two of those.
Fight's over.
That fight's done.
One good swap across the head.
Oh, one good
That's
swipe
it.
like McGuire.
My give up. My give up.
Here we go. Boom, right there.
There's Brenda.
Yeah, all the rope and all that shit.
Yeah. She tied to her. It's only she tied it to her to catapult her through there. But it's like she grabbed a hold of the rope and swung
Right,
her.
like possibly like on the roof and then swung her down.
Yeah. Something like that, yeah. That's the only reason I could think there'd be rope around there, because
Yeah,
she didn't kill her with any kind of rope. She killed her with bows and arrows from a distance.
that's sadistic right there. That's pretty. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. She hates these motherfuckers.
Revenge.
Oh yeah, she hates these fucking people, man.
They did nothing about it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you see the lights. Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
here we go.
yeah.
Oh,
She didn't think for a minute that the killer might be pulling up in a vehicle. Because why? Because the killer just threw Brenda through the window.
isn't that quick? Throws the body in there, then runs back to the Jeep and runs back.
Yep.
And then drives
And then
back in
drive
there.
it.
So.
Yep.
Oh, here we
Well,
are.
she thinks it's Steve. She thinks it's Steve because it's a Jeep.
Oh, I miss Mrs. Voorhees. Friends of the Christies. Oh,
You know?
God, so good.
She seen that it was a Jeep, so she thought it was Steve.
I can't help you if you can't calm down, dear.
She thought it was Steve coming home. She's like, oh, it's Steve. Oh, shit, who are you?
I used to work for the Christies. Oh, it's okay. I'm not afraid. Remember, she says that? I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
She smiles.
Yeah, they'll kill you too. Oh, I'm not.
Please don't
She's
leave
like,
me.
They'll kill you too.
Afraid.
I'm not afraid.
And she's like, oh, no. Oh, no. So young. So,
Yeah.
I mean, holy shit.
So pretty.
So pretty. So young, so pretty. And there it is. That's the payoff. That's when you know. That's when it kind of snaps. It clicks in your head. You're like, oh, shit.
Yeah. And she starts getting the idea too. She kind of starts looking weird, Alice does. Alice starts looking like, wait a minute, this bitch is acting weird.
What monster could have done this?
See, she's kind of weirded out right now. Bill's out there. She knows something's not right. Alice can feel that the crazies in this woman, like, you know, crazies at a high level.
Around here. The
Crazy
tension,
level in this.
they were making love. The boy was dying. Yeah.
Yeah. See, she's starting to kind of walk around and try to put shit in between two of them there for a second. She was walking around looking to see what she could put in the way. She realized there was nothing she could pull.
He was. See, you see her stop.
Yeah.
He wasn't a good
She
swimmer.
did this for a minute, and then all of a sudden was like,
He,
and then smiles all
he
crazy.
wasn't
like,
a good swimmer.
great fucking. Oh yeah, she does a chilling performance, man. It's terrifying.
Oh, this is where she hears him. Yeah.
Yeah, because Jason's in there, man. Jason's in her head. She is
I am
Jason.
Jason. I am. Yes, Jason. I know.
Like I said, this is a reverse. She's Jason too. She went so batty that she's got Jason in her head too.
Jason, see, Jason was my son, and today is his birthday. Jason. So June 13th is Jason Voorhees' birthday, just so you know. That June 13th is his birthday. He didn't need attention.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, with that, what is it, that tactical knife there? So she's prepped.
Oh, that's fucking terrifying. Oh my God.
Oh, like that.
See,
Just hit her with,
people,
what is it, hits her with the poker or whatever like that?
Yeah, I can remember at the theater hearing people go, why'd you stop hitting her? Keep hitting her. And
Yes,
it's like,
I'd smack her in the
if you're in
head.
that situation, though,
Oh, that's right. She
Is
put
it
her in the
easy?
Jeep. He opens the Jeep. She's in there like
Yeah.
the cook. There's the cook.
she's just driving around, dude. She's just driving around with Annie in the vehicle next to her.
Yeah, she hung him from the tree or something.
She's just cruising around with the body in the car, sitting right next to her.
Not giving two shits because she's like talking to her son, you know?
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Here comes the game of cat and mouse. This is really good. So she's hiding somewhere. Killer mommy. Oh. That's so good.
Yeah.
She should have gotten nominated
Yeah.
for doing this.
Yeah, but they weren't about to do that.
Yeah,
Not at this
lowbrow
time.
this shit. Yeah.
I will, Jason. I will.
I love the remake, Russell. I love the remake. I saw the remake in the theater.
Yeah, the remake's not bad. It has a lot of good points. Couple of bad points, but all in all, I like it. Yeah.
Not likable characters, I'll say that, but the kills were great in that. So
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, it does got good, and it has a great Jason there.
yeah, she goes in the place and activates the generator just like that.
Yeah. Well, she knows the place like the back of her hand, man.
Of course,
You're not gonna be able to hide from her.
she was the cook there, which makes
Yeah.
that very interesting.
Anytime you go and fuck with somebody on their turf, you're instantly at a disadvantage. They know the layout and you don't. She's fucking with her on her turf.
It'll be easier for you than it was for Jason.
Yeah. That's a part that a lot of people seem to forget, that she talks to her like that. And she's right in her face saying that shit, kid.
I like that
I
game
know
right
too,
there,
man.
right? She smirks when she throws the gun at her and stuff like that. She all smirks. She's like,
She's like, is that all you got? And she paintbrushes the shit out of her here, man. It's
yeah, she
nasty.
just fucking, yeah, bitch slaps the hell out of her.
She's just beating her ass.
Yeah, she's quite strong. Yeah. So she knows how to take care of herself. Oh.
That's all right. No, we're not worried about the technicalities, guys. In their world, June 13th, 1949 was on a Friday.
Yeah, it just happened to be on a Friday. That's why they called it that.
Yep. In their world, it was a Friday.
Yeah. So it always happens on. You can say each film happens on that day, but yeah, I mean, you know.
To them, it's Friday the 13th every day.
So it's like every film is on June 13th. That is
Right.
interesting. When you look at
To
it like
them, it
that.
was anyway.
Yeah, she's all hiding in the dock patio area and stuff like that in turns. So.
That's her only chance, man. That's the only way she has a chance, because the woman knows the place so much better than she does. Hide in the dark. It's the only chance you got. You can't hide any other way because she knows the layout is better than you do. Like, she worked there for years. She's been around this area for 30 fucking years. You know what I mean?
When she's all running, you see her mouth move like Killer Mommy Killer and all this stuff with the moon. It's like, damn, that's so.
30 years is a long time to get to know the layout of a place.
Oh God. Be planning this and stuff like that too.
Yeah,
You know,
you're
it's
not
her
gonna
that
hide
starting the fires and all this other stuff too, keeping the place shut down. So
the only way you're gonna hide is in the dark. That's the only way.
that's why I said this. If A24 is doing this, you know it's probably based on what happened in those years in the 50s, all the way to damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they do that, they better cast very well.
Bad shit happens at Camp Crystal Lake during this time, so it's like, cursed place.
You better cast her well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's gonna be hard.
I can see Sarah Paulson I think that's her name, playing a good Pam Voorhees. But I mean, you'd have to get somebody the age range, I guess. But it depends of who they
Right.
have. They have anybody.
Depending on how early you start, you know,
Yeah.
like the age frame that you're going to get. Yeah.
That's where you get nerdy technical with it. If you really want to go down the rabbit hole with that, there's like a lot of
Right.
shit you can do.
Right. Yeah, the girl next door is disturbing, man. Like I said, that happened about 30, 40 miles from where I live, man.
That's
right there,
crazy. Yeah, that's
right there in Indianapolis. Yep. I'm about 40 miles away from it.
I live in California, Livermore, California. So Los Angeles isn't that far away. That area,
Right.
Santa Cruz used to be a hub for serial killers. I mean,
Oh,
Kemper,
God, man. There's
Kemper was
tons of
from
them.
Santa Cruz.
Night Stalker, yeah.
Yeah, Richard
The,
Ramirez. Yeah.
The original Night Stalker, also known as the Golden State Killer.
What is it? Mullins was his last name. He was doing stuff the same time Kemper was.
Herbert Mullen.
Yeah, Herbert Mullins. That dude's out of his gourd.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she sees her. I like that when she's all chopping down the
Yeah.
door.
When she looks in Caesar and grins.
dang with the flipping what is it with the pan?
Yeah.
Bing.
That was a cast iron skillet, man.
Skillet, yeah. Yeah, you see the blood in the back
Cast
of the head?
iron skillet. Yep. It's been conditioned and everything. And now she just popped her head with it. And those motherfuckers is heavy.
Oh yeah, skillets are extremely heavy, dude. God, you could break a
Especially-
wrist.
Especially those cast iron motherfuckers, man. They weigh fucking 10, 15 pounds or some shit. So some of those really old ones.
Oh yeah.
My mom had several of those, man. Those motherfuckers, oh my God.
Like,
I
what
mean,
is it,
they're
though?
cast iron.
The old school attitude era wrestling, what is it when Stone Cold takes that pan or whatever it is and smashes it on Vince's head and shit like that? That had to hurt. If you hear the ding and stuff like that. I love watching those videos on that. The Rock actually
They start
took
punching his foot.
a chair shot from Austin one time, literally on the head, literally on the top of the head. He took a chair shot. I was like, shit. I'm like, he ain't doing that again.
Shots. I always took my shirt. I always took my shot straight to the head. Chair
There
shot.
she is. She's right in the back when she's on the boat.
We didn't know as much back then, man. We didn't know as much. We didn't realize, you know.
Yeah.
We just didn't know. We didn't know how much damage that could. I mean, we knew it wasn't smart, but we didn't realize how much brain damage that could cause to take that many chair shots to the head like that.
Oh God, yeah.
Now, I always took mine straight to the head.
All struggling. Yeah, she all bites her flipping wrist and shit. Bites her arm. That's right.
Well, yeah, but this is just a straight out fucking fight, man.
Oh yeah, dude. Bam, bam, bam. This is extreme cat fight basically.
Oh yeah, she grabs her by the hair and rams her face into the fucking sand.
When she grabs the machete, here we go.
She gives a look at her
good.
face like, oh shit.
She's like,
Yeah.
oh.
You see Pamela like, oh fuck.
Then you see that for a second. She's like, no, no.
Yeah, there's Tasso's hairy ass hands.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Tasso,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like right there.
Tasso's the one in Dawn of the Dead that starts getting his guts ripped out and shit, and he's going and he starts screaming. The guy with the mustache and beard.
Oh yeah,
he's one of the bikers.
that's
Tasso
right.
is.
One of the bikers. Now the nice music.
That's an old part of my. I could get a hold of some people that would have some of that footage, man. But that's an old part of my life. But I just don't dig it too much anymore. I could probably find some of that footage, but I don't talk to those people.
If you
You
want
guys
the
know
hardcore
rules
stuff,
like-
you have to watch indie wrestling, like like OVW or wherever it's called and stuff like that, where they do Texas death matches. Shit, like what is it? What's his last name? Gage or something like that? Who was in AEW for a minute? You know that dude. That
Nick
dude.
Gage.
Effing Gage. Like,
Yeah. When a chapter of my life is closed, I usually don't revisit it because I usually don't talk to those people
right.
much anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
That's
since
just
you actually did it, do you really want to go back to it, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, that, and usually when a chapter of my life is closed, I don't speak to them anymore, and they don't speak to me anymore. That's just kind of how I am and how they are. You know how I am. Come on, guys. Usually, people are done with me. They're done with me.
That beautiful scene there in the water and stuff like that, where it looks as still as anything, dude. You see the reflection from the trees and shit.
My mom always loved this music right here.
It's pretty foreboding.
Something about it she just really loved. This music right here.
I think when you see this for the first time, like ever in the theater, dude, everyone had to have jumped out of their seat. They're like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah. They got the idea from Carrie, which it happened before.
Yeah, there he
Carrie.
is, like that. Urgh.
Yeah. But this particular part here was inspired by Carrie, which, if you know your horror, you know this happened before Carrie. This type of thing did before. Carrie wasn't the first time, but Carrie was the time that it happened the most recent.
Oh, coming out of the grave and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it happened the most recent at this point.
Yeah, you think it's a dream here. You honestly think it's a dream.
Yeah.
It's like, you're okay. You're okay. They give her a shot of something to calm her down.
She started talking all kinds of fucked up shit, and they're like, "What, huh? Jason?
We didn't find no
Jason?
boy. Does anybody else like no?
Like, I'm not even sure if they seen her in the boat. I think they just kind of drug her out of the lake,
I believe so too, because obviously there's no body. Obviously there's no body of Pam, of Pammy. None.
So they didn't see her go from the boat to the lake. They just seen her in the lake, I think.
The boy Jason. The one who pulled me underneath the water, yeah. Yeah, it's the dumpstairs still got my ass, yeah. He's still out there. That's when you know she's totally cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, man. She's just like gone. She's just like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, it's like they're not even sure if they believe her. I mean, look on her face.
Yeah, pretty blue eyes.
Like,
damn it, pretty blue eyes, dude. It's like,
like, well, let's call the doctor. Let's get this little lady in to talk to a couple people.
It's weird, right? You know, it's like bugs or something on there, but you see some movement in the water. That freaked me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it like right there. You see those puddles and shit like that. You're like going, oh, somebody's in there. Yeah.
Just a fish.
Yeah, I think he did that on purpose.
Yep. Excellent.
Starring Betsy Palmer as Miss Voorhees. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Adrienne King as Alice. Yeah, it's like with that nice soothing song there at the end with the piano and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, my mom loved this.
Harry Crosby is Bill. Yep. Walt Gorney is Crazy Ralph. Production staff, Steve Miner, unit production. So there he is. Stephen Ross, second assistant director.
See?
Makeup specialist, Savini.
See? Assisted by Tasso.
Was it Susan E. Cunningham? Is that his wife?
Yeah. Tasso Stavrakis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Savini's right-hand man.
Makeup, Catherine Vickers and stuff like that at Atmospheric Effects. So all-star cast here, people. Miss Palmer's hairstyle by Catherine Vickers. Yeah.
Maniac's one of my favorite films, the original.
I love Maniac too. That's a double feature with Nightmare and a Damaged Brain. Both those are bangers.
Yes.
Special thanks to Blairstown Fire Department, Blairstown, New Jersey. Yeah. Lenses and Panaflex, yeah, by Panavision. Yeah.
Some of the shortest credits I've ever seen.
Yeah, quick and simple.
Like for a more modern, now back in like the 50s, 40s, and 50s, the credits were always real short. They had most of the credits at the beginning.
It's like with 70s Shallows, they just do the end. That's it. It's like, kind of like old school kind of stuff there.
But in modern films, man, your credits go for 10 fucking minutes.
They do nowadays. They go like a lot longer. They do like other songs that are on the soundtrack and shit like that.
Yeah, they have to. Because
all good. Dirk just got done watching, of course, the film you've probably seen like a bazillion times, and just my all-time favorite slasher, Friday the 13th. And all good. Thanks for stopping by, my friend.
Hey, Dirk.
Really appreciate it. Former horror YouTuber of the month, passed it on the baton to my man here, Keith. And great watch. Like I say, great film. We do plan on doing the trilogy of these. So next watch along will be part 2, of course, where we get introduced to the killer Jason. A lot of people consider this their favorite Friday the 13th. Would be part 2. Of course, mine is part 4, but this one's my all-time favorite slasher because it stands apart in the franchise, and it's a great
definitely its own thing.
Great, awesome film, and yeah, we're all sick people because we love this so much. It's a great stuff, and I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It's a great time. Thanks for everybody. We had a good 10 people in here now. We had a good steady 7 people in here. Great stuff, Watch alongs are fun, and I all appreciate everybody for the love and support for all these channels. Follow all these people if you can. If you're watching the replay of this, put the black gloves on. Go into the force, man. Sleeping bag that subscribe, my son, my friend. Put the hockey mask on. Slash the like. Bring up the body count. Anyway, thank you all again. Great evening. We're all going to head out here. I am Chris C, the Slasher Dude, and he is.
I am Gorflobe, and you are not. Have a great night. Thank you.
You have a great night, everybody, and we will see you all next time. Have a great evening, and don't have premarital sex in the forest. Don't smoke marijuana in the forest. Don't go off by yourself, you young, awesome, beautiful people. Y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all next time.
Hello? Who's that? Oh, hi. What are you doing out in this mess?
1, 2, 3.
We weren't doing anything. We were just messing up.
4. 5. 6.
'Must be my imagination.
7.
Can I help you? Hello?
8. 9. 10. 11. 13th. You may only see it once, but that will be enough. Friday the 13th.